I think knowledge sharing is by far something that I think is really important. I think we don't need to be competitive of course, in the end, if it's the same sport, you would like to have a competitive advantage. But in general, I think it's really good to hear the similarities, the differences, and see how you can learn from each other. I presented quite a lot at first about our organizational side, as well the funding way and the focus that we strategy that we have. So I think it's first as an organization really good to have a vision and a strategy. I think that's where it all starts, and I think also when that comes from science perspective. So it's also important to sit together with your team, determine what do we want to achieve with each other? What does it require for day-to-day workflow up till more the implementation from new stuff into your program? So in my opinion, when it comes to sport science, what I also pointed out during the presentations about 3 pillars: the daily support of the coach providing the information back on a day-to-day basis up till the implementation of knowledge that's already out there, and having your eyes and ears open of the developments around you. But also, certainly, is what do we need to develop to improve in our sports long term? When it's the next step from the technology, I think we have identified for ourselves a couple of areas that we think, hey, that's really making a difference. We see a lot of IMUs around there, but I think the difference is being made is how can we using the sensor tech more in a customized way. So how do we start the conversation with the coaches? What kind of information would you like to get back? And then bring it back for them, performance indicators that can be analyzed by IMUs or any other kind of wearable sensor tech. I think that's one of the things is where we could make it easier for several sports and using on the back end similar technology, but customized to the need. And the other one I think is really the markerless motion tracking, the machine vision development, whether it's either from a biomechanical perspective for 3D motion analysis up to also event data recognition based on camera recognition. I think that there will be 2 areas that we as an Olympic Committee try to help us support our federations to look into those kind of developments. I think there are quite a lot of technologies that you can start with. I think you can make it really advanced, but I think the basics is really about, the wellness about your athletes. You can do it very advanced with a wearable, but I think also the self-report using tools for self-reporting, that's also technology. I think that will be the basics, I think, for just starting teams. So having self-reporting, giving insights in your load management, the next step could be the wearables that you could objectively measure it.
Yeah.